Yo YouTube, Mike Sweetman here giving you guys another video, and in today's video we're going to dive in something that I never really dived in before, and it's the 3 reasons why you keep losing in the show 21, or why the 3 reasons why you're not hitting as good. But before we dive into that, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit those bell notifications button so that you guys are notified for my future content released on this channel. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the first reason, which is let the game get in your head. Alright, so the first reason is letting the game get in your head. Now, what I mean by that is basically you have this like game rage, okay? There's many times where I'm hitting too, where I'm kind of not getting my calls. You know, umpires they're kind of squeezing the zone. You know, they're just kind of, you know, you're not getting the great results. You're getting a perfect okay or something like that. You don't like the result of, you know, it should have been a home run. Rather than that, it was actually a fly out. There's many ways that that we've been, you know, kind of get frustrated on, you know, bad plays, you know, a player didn't make a play or we didn't get the right animation and so forth. So that the big reason, that is one of the big reasons, because when you let the game get in your head and you start getting frustrated, you start losing your sense of control. Okay, when we get to this sense of not being in control, we lose ourselves. Okay, we lose ourselves in a way where, you know, you can't like stay calm. You're not focused. You start getting sporadic. You start blaming, you know, the game. And when you start doing that, man, your gameplay starts going downhill. And I get it. I know. I've been there. I'm not saying that I'm perfect either, but I just noticed that the more calm I am, the more I'm just having fun and just enjoying the game and just having a good time. That's when I'm playing my best. When I'm actually getting frustrated, I'm not liking the gameplay, and maybe there was a glitch here and there. That's when I'm really struggling, and that's where I start to like lose a lot of games, and my hitting is really struggling. Especially when, you know, it's a new guy or if it's a new player. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, there's plenty of times where, you know, some players just don't work than others, but there's plenty of times too where I'll sit there and just complain sometimes about how, you know, the game kind of rigged me off, and you know, you shouldn't be that way. Okay, and that's how I once was. You know, I'm still working on myself. I was once that guy. I'm gonna be real. I was once that guy, but I'm still trying to work on it. But I will say this: if you guys do get upset, don't blame the player. Okay, don't blame the player. It's not the player's fault. Players just playing the game, and just so happens to be that, you know. You know, many times where guys will blame the player, they'll start, you know, cussing the player out, and it's not a good look for you. Okay, and this all dives right back into just don't let the game get in your head. You don't let the game get in your head, you're okay. You're good. You're good to go. It's when we have this tendency where we let this game get in our head, and we struggle on understanding, hey, we just got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in. Control what we can control. Okay, if you can control what you can control, you'll be fine. Okay, that's basically it. All right, but that's it for the first reason. The second reason is basically the reason why we are not hitting as good is because, simple as this, we don't practice as much. All right, so the second reason, and it's pretty simple reason, is you don't practice as much. Okay, so many guys will come to me and say, hey, you know, Mike, what do you do? What do you practice on? Literally, the game gives you the option, and I talk about it in my Hitters Hack video, where I basically go right into these settings here. Okay, we go to File Management. I go load my sliders. I'm loading my sliders as we speak, but if you don't have your sliders already loaded or saved, that's okay, because you can basically go to sliders and basically go right here, and you basically amped up your fastball and off speed as well, and you just go into legend and go into practice mode and just practice. You know, many guys just don't understand that that's all you need to do. If you struggle at hitting, the game gives you the tool to be good. Now, not to be the greatest, but to be better than what you once were. Okay? There's many times where guys get frustrated and they're kind of sitting here like, dude, I practice all the time and nothing happens. Well, do you really practice all the time? Do you struggle on your weaknesses? Do you suck at a high and in sinker? Do you suck at a low and away slurve or curveball or slider and so forth? The list goes on and on. But when you start to realize your weaknesses and you start to practice and work on those weaknesses, I will promise you that you will get better as you go on. Okay, but here's the thing. I know people don't have time for it, and some people have different situations than others. But the more you just practice, I promise you'll at least get 1% better. Okay, you might hit like a base hit, or you might hit a home run. Who knows? You never know. But my key answer to this problem is to keep working on your weaknesses. You do that, you will get better. And I promise you'll get a hang of it. You'll learn how to really understand the game the best way as possible. You'll understand how the pitcher throws and how you get the movements down, but just keep practicing. Keep practicing. You do that, you'll be all right. Okay? All right, let's dive into the third and final reason. All right, the third and final reason why hitting has just never been, you just really are not good at hitting. And surprisingly, this is something that I like to dive into, is that your approach is not good. Okay, so a lot of guys have no approach when they're up in the box. And I know I'm one of them sometimes, time to time. But have an approach. Have an approach. You got to understand that you got to have an approach. Okay, what do I mean by approach? An approach is, okay, he's throwing a lot of slurves. Maybe I need to sit on slurve more. Or, hey, he's throwing a lot of high and away fastballs. Maybe I need to wait on that high and away fastball. There's many ways that guys are struggling at the mound that we don't realize. There's many times we get opportunities and we miss it because we are so frustrated with the game, and our approach is thinking of one pitch when in reality, the game, he's giving you his sequence. And that's the thing that I love about my hacking the sequence video, which I talk about in tipping the pitches, and also what kind of sequence of pitches he's using. Okay, and the game gives you that. It's basically in the hitter's analysis in your practice mode. You do that, you're fine, you're good. It shows you all of that stuff. You go in there, go to right-handed or left-handed pitcher or left-handed hitters and so forth. It shows you what pitches he likes to throw, how many, quantity of pitches he likes to throw. But your approach, let's say that he's thrown 2 fastballs, 6 slurves, and 7 cutters. Sometimes your approach is, okay, I'm still waiting for that high and in fastball when he's been throwing you more cutters and slurves. It's like, maybe you need to focus on the cutters and slurves and just time those. And then if he throws a fastball, then you make him pay. That's how it works. Okay? But when you learn to beat his best pitch, when you beat your opponent's pitcher's best pitch, that's when you get hit. That's when you get your pitch. You beat his best pitch, you get your pitch. Okay? Simple as that. Simple as that. And that all comes from approach. When you have a good approach, like if it's a 2-strike approach or you got, 2 strikes on you, 0-2, 1-2, I always like to do the Larry approach. And what is the Larry approach? It's the look away, react in. Okay, you're looking away. He's probably going to go something away or the outside. And if he throws inside, you react to it, and then you just try to either foul it off or you hit it for a home run. That's my goal. Now, I'm not successful all the time using that, but I'm more successful than zero. Okay? That's what it all comes down to, and the reason why guys struggle at the stick so much is that your approach isn't there. Learn to have an approach. When you have an approach, you're good. Remember, back to my manager video, managing the bullpen video, if you have a plan, you got hope. Okay? Hope is not a plan, but when you have a plan, you got a hope. Always think that. Okay? When you have an approach, you got hope. You got something. Okay? You're more anxious and you're more excited to use it. You're more like, okay, maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try this. And some games, you're not going to have it. It is what it is. Some games, you're just going to sit there and go, man, I suck. You're gonna just have games like that. And you just got to take it, and then you tip your cap to your opponent, and you go off to the next one. It's just how it is. But I noticed when you have an approach, you don't get frustrated at the game, you don't get roid rage or you get game rage. And not only that, if you practice a little bit more, you're a lot better of a hitter. Okay? Not saying you're gonna be the greatest hitter of all time, but you will be better than what you were. And what you once were. Jesus, swing man, figure it out. Okay, what you were. Okay, so when you learn to have an approach, that's what helps. Okay, all right. So those are the 3 reasons of the reason why you struggle at the stick. Remember, just to recap, we did, stop roid rage. You get roid rage or you get game rage. Okay, you don't practice as much. And number 3 is you don't have an approach. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. If you guys liked and enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that subscribe and bell notifications button. And also like this video, share this video, comment on what you guys thought in the comment section below on why you guys think, or what you guys think of why hitting is a struggle this year in the show. Looking for more feedback from y'all and see more ideas. But with that being said, all I ask is that you stay confident, you stay positive. If you go to my other videos, tipping videos, hitter's hack video, I help you guys a lot and try to give you guys a little bit of a detail. I give you guys a plan, okay, which gives you hope. That's why you guys look at YouTube videos, okay, to give you hope, to have a plan, okay? So I really hope this really does help you guys. I really do. And I know you guys are struggling. I know a lot of guys struggle at the stick. And I promise you, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you work on yourself, you work on the game, you work on practicing, you have an approach, and you just do the best you can. That's all you can do. You do the best you can. Hey, man, nothing wrong with that. Okay, but with that being said, I wish you guys perfects and pinpoint pitching. And Swingman, we'll see you in the next video. Okay, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.